You know, as much as I love the Conjuring movies, Part 3 feels like a chore to watch. Before we get into this, I'm going to explain something one time and one time only. So the Arnie Johnson murder trial that's featured in the Conjuring 3 that we seem to forget about halfway through this movie is real. That was a real court case. As for the rest of it, it's up for you to decide whether it's demons, ghosts, or what have you. That's what the whole thing with based on a true story is above. So yes, everybody's aware. Thank you. Moving on. Okay, if you missed The Conjuring 3 because it came out in 2021 and we were still going through like lockdown and shit for the most part, this guy named Arnie killed his friend or like coworker. He was some kind of friend guy. And he was going on a murder trial. Well, he said that he was possessed by demons and they were trying to prove it. So what originally happened is that a witch put a curse on a little boy who turned out to be the brother of Arnie's girlfriend. And Arnie during the exorcism was like, take me instead, he's just a little boy. And demons like, bet. And so possessed, he stabbed his friend like 22 times. And you know, Ed and Lorraine doing what Ed and Lorraine do find out about this, and they're trying to find out if he's actually possessed, but the demon keeps coming and going. So they go to investigate and they find like some kind of witch's totem is what they said. It's made out of like bones and shit. And it was under the house, under the little boy's bedroom. And then they find out this is the second one that's gone out in like 6 months in the area. The first one went to a college girl who took it home, and then she killed her best friend, stabbing her also like 22 times. And then Ed and Lorraine receive a bouquet of flowers that turns out to have a witch's totem in the bottom of a vase. And come to find out, it's a lady who dresses like a pilgrim, but she's a witch, and she keeps trying to sacrifice people to demons. Why? I don't actually know. I don't think they said anything. I'm going to assume it's not money because she still got her pilgrim outfit on, and it's 1981. Damn, I need some moisturizer on my lips. Anyway, so she went out of her way to curse a little boy, a college student, and a man of God. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, that's random. Yeah, it was, until they deciphered the curse that I guess was in Latin or something. Well, it's probably not Latin because Lorraine couldn't decipher it, but I don't know. And it was just part of like the whole ritual is that they had to have these 3 distinct types of people. Which leads me to questions. Number 1, in this situation, what defines a child? Are we going by like government standards where you're 18 and under? Is it like a cultural thing until you reach like a certain point? Question number 2, how do you choose said child? Did she just like drive the car up to the park and just be like, that's it, that's the one? She hiding out at a Chuck E. Cheese? Well, I guess it's a Showbiz Pizza at the time. And then why that particular college student? Because unless I missed something, I don't think she had a boyfriend at the time. I think it was actually implying that she was in love with her best friend. So if you particularly chose her to be the lover, even though if you didn't know anything about it, that feels homophobic. 5.5 out of 10. One time my uncle sent me a cross made of teeth. I buried it in my parents' yard.